Hello, everyone. This is Julie from August Birdsong, and I thought for the month of December I would bring you some short videos just walking through some Christmas journals I've made over the past few years. And this is the one I made last year. It's big. I made it out of an old Better Homes and Garden binder. And it's not a journal to write in. I would call it more, it's an art journal specifically for Christmas. And each page and section is celebrating images and colors and textures and thoughts of the holidays. If you follow me, you know I like to make my bird collages. And so I ended up having this one done already. And I just ended up using that one for the cover because it went well with the fabric I had chosen. So with the binder, I just cover, the fabric from outside to inside all the way up to the rings right here and get it right up to the edge of the little metal binder part. And there you have the fabric there. Here I have a stamped image of Santa Claus from an old Graphics 45 stamp. And he's just on coffee stained paper. And I have stitched yarn in a rectangle around him. And all I did is as I slowly sewed, I just kind of kept feeding the yarn. It was just a strand of yarn, in a straight line as it was stitching. And that's how I got that. And I really liked that effect. It's on some fringed fabric, as is the picture here next to it. This kind of winter cabin scene is a digital image from Farm Mirage. And then what I did is I've taken the binder dividers for the different sections. So maybe you had a section on appetizers, or a section on main dishes, a section on vegetables and desserts. Those dividers are a little heavier cardstock, and so I ended up actually snipping off the edges of them. Just it was easier to cover them with the paper that way. And then they were the base. So think of them as the same as if I had an art journal and it was a canvas base, or it was, gessoed paper, whatever. I just put Christmas paper down on those as the base for the collaged page, and then added, different ephemera. So when I started this, I tend to go through and make all my base pages, my backgrounds. And I'll be walking you through this. And some of them have a variety of paper on them. Some of them are mainly one page. This actually I made out of, you can see, oatmeal Krispies. This is from the cookies section. And I just added ephemera on that. Some of them were a solid piece of paper that I just added ephemera to. So I'll be showing you more of those later. And then I just built up whatever I kind of felt like would make that page more interesting. And because this page had, I think, quite a clear, space there, I thought it was a good page for a pocket. And so this is a little decoupaged pocket just on some scrap paper. It's a napkin of a robin. And I just, with Mod Podge, did this in advance on a bigger sheet of paper and then cut it down and stitched it. And then I have a little tag in here with some fabric. And this paper that the base is made from and this ephemera are from Dreams, etc. And Jen Bishop, the artist, has an Etsy shop, Dreams, etc. And the Dreams is with a Z. And she also has like a .com, a regular dreamsetc.com store. And the store one has more of bundles and, bigger things at great prices. The Etsy is more of individual digital kits or parts of digital kits. So they're both great. So turning the page here, I have a background page, this beautiful tree from an Artie Mays digital kit. And again, I used a decoupaged napkin, and this napkin has the fox on it, and I love this particular napkin. And I just turned him into a pocket. Took a circle punch and cut it halfway for the tuck. And then here I have a card, a little journaling card, even though in mine you wouldn't journal on it really. And this is reminiscent of Roxy Creations. And I've watched a ton of her videos and using old book pages to collage on and make tags on and stitched it. And there you have that. And so that goes in there. The image here, this is from Red Lead Paperworks. All right. And on this side, I'm going to move it down a little so you can see the flip here. I have first my Santa Claus image here and, just various ephemera around it. I stitched. This is just some like kind of old nylon, stretchy scrap. I don't even know what it came off of, but I loved the color for that page. And then I added the hinge, and I teach you how to do the hinges in other videos of mine. You can find longer videos of mine on YouTube that go into more detail. But essentially, your hinge is just a piece of old scrap paper. This one, for example, was from a kit from My Porch Prints, and I cut off a bunch of digital images or something. But I had this piece of cardstock left, and it's heavy. And so what I like to do is I save these right by my work table. And when I need to make a hinge, I just put, I start like that. I'd snip it here because it needs to be the length of the flip. And then I fold it. Now this one I have as an example is very narrow. You can see this one I made a little heavier duty and wider because it has to be able to hold the weight of the page. And this page has a pocket and, little ephemera tags and all in it. But basically, all it is a hinge. And think of it this way. If I tucked that, if I hugged the edge of that page before this flip is glued down, the bottom piece would get glued on the Christmas tree page. The top piece would get glued on the edge of this, okay? And so it's just like this, again, and then you flip it and it would be on this side, like the yellow here. And that's a flip. And then, you can do it later or you can do it before you decorate the page. But it's just a nice little hinge, and it really doesn't, really cause trouble as far as holding the book together or pages falling out, things like that. Here you again have some Dreams, Etc. paper, Tim Holtz little, word tags, another tag up there. And here, this is just some, it's in the ribbon department at Joann's, like at Christmas time. Sorry, you couldn't see that. But it's these little trees, and it just comes in a roll like regular ribbon. And so I just put that on the tab in that case, right there. And here's the next page. And you have another little flip page here. And here's I think of it as kind of Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer page. And the pocket with the little bird on this side says Jingle Bells. This is a Mrs. Coggs craft image, if I remember right. And I'm going to stop there because I'm trying to keep these short so I can just upload them quick on Instagram. But I will bring some more pages to you in the next day or so. I'm going to try to make a bunch of these through the month of December. And here, just a sneak peek of the next page to come. So have a good day. I'll see you later.